What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Remy Ma, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, March 13th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Remy Ma, that's REYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Wonder Woman actress Gal Gadot shared a new poster for the upcoming film showcasing the DC Comics heroine. Gadot tweeted the image featuring the Wonder Woman holding a sword and kneeling on one knee in a shallow body of water in front of a sunset while dressed in her traditional red, blue, and gold costume. The word Wander was also featured prominently beneath Gadot's character at the bottom of the poster. Gadot wrote, "Believe in wonder? Here it is, the new poster for Wonder Woman." Wonder Woman will open in theaters June 2nd and tell the story of how she left her home island to assume her, quote, sacred duty to defend the world. Chris Pine, Connie Nielsen, and Robin Wright will also star in the film directed by Patty Jenkins. James Cameron has announced that his planned sequel to Avatar has been pushed back and will not be released in 2018. The filmmaker said in a new interview with the Toronto Sun while promoting his new documentary Atlantis Rising, "While 2018 is not happening, we haven't announced a firm release date. What people have to understand is that this is a cadence of release, so we're not making Avatar 2, we're making Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's an epic undertaking. It's not unlike building the Three Gorges Dam." Originally, Avatar 2 was scheduled to hit theaters on Christmas Day 2018, and with Avatar 3 landing in 2020, followed by Avatar 4 in 2022, and then Avatar 5 in 2023. Cameron said of his filmmaking the sequel back-to-back, "So I know where I'm going to be for the next 8 years of my life." He also continued by saying, "It's not an unreasonable time frame if you think about it. It took us 4.5 years to make one movie, and now we're making 4. We're full tilt boogie right now. This is my day job, and pretty soon we'll be 24/7. We're pretty well designed on all of our creatures and set. It's pretty exciting stuff. I wish I could have shared with the world, but we have to preserve a certain amount of showmanship, and we're going to draw that curtain when the time is right." News of the delay comes as Pandora, the world of Avatar, set to open at Disney's Animal Kingdom in Orlando on May 27th. Cameron and his production company, Lightstorm Entertainment, have also announced a new joint venture with video game publisher Ubisoft to develop a new title based on Avatar. Atlanta star Zazie Beetz has landed the role of mutant mercenary Domino in Deadpool 2. Star and producer Ryan Reynolds announced the casting on Twitter Thursday, alongside an image featuring Beetz' name spelled out using dominoes. A second tweet featured the cover of a comic book titled Deadpool and the Mission for Money, which features Beetz as Domino riding on top of a flying Deadpool. Beetz is known for a role of Van in Donald Glover's FX series Atlanta. Mandy Moore and Zachary Levi says it was, quote, a dream come true to return to the world of Tangled. The 32-year-old actress and 36-year-old actor gushed about reprising Rapunzel and Flynn Rider in the Disney Channel's show Tangled, the series, at the Los Angeles premiere of Tangled Before Ever After. Levi told the Entertainment Tonight, "This is the story of them really truly getting to know each other. That kind of strange dating process in the magical world of Corona is very interesting. It allows us, Mandy and I, to continue developing the growth of these characters." Moore added, "Everything is exciting about revisiting this world. I love all the new characters. I mean, we have Judy Boland, who plays Mother, and a whole cast of incredible characters that will sort of be revealed as the series unfolds." Tangled, an animated Disney feature film, opened in theaters 2010. Tangled Before Ever After, a Disney Channel movie, will premiere on the network Friday, with Tangled the series to follow March 24th. Levy wrote, "This certainly was a dream come true to be able to be Flynn Rider and keep being Flynn Rider." Tangled the series was renewed for a second season in February ahead of its season 1 premiere. The show will feature the voices of Bowen as Queen Adriana, Clancy Brown as King Frederick, and Eden Espinosa as Cassandra. Vinyl, Boardwalk Empire, Nurse Jackie, and Aslan Bobby Cannavale has joined the ensemble of Mr. Robot for Season 3, USA Network and Universal Cable Productions announced. Cannavale will play Irving, a laconic, no-nonsense used car salesman on the hacker-themed psychological drama, Press Notes said. Recurring guest star D.B. Wong has also been promoted to series regular for his role as White Rose, the leader of a dark army, a Chinese-based hacking organization. Executive producer and writer Sam Ismail is returning to direct all 10 episodes of the new season, and production is scheduled to begin next month in New York City. Chris McCumber, the president of Entertainment Networks for NBC Universal Cable Entertainment, said in a statement, Sam Ismail is a true creative visionary who continues to deliver a series that boldly tackles timely issues and leans into the major headlines of the day. We're eager to share this new phase of Elliot's journey with fans this fall. Jeff Watchell, the chief content officer of NBC Universal Cable Network, says Season 3 of Mr. Robot will engage viewers in a whole new way, with Sam and team continuing to find ways to surprise, challenge, and delight the audiences. And adding Bobby Cannavale and B.D. Wong to our cast makes one of the tightest acting ensembles ever stronger. The show stars Rami Malek, Christian Slater, Portia Doubleday, Carly Charklin, Martin Wallstrom, Grace Gummer, Michael Kristoff, and Stephanie Corneliuson. Season 2 of the supernatural drama Preacher is to debut on AMC June 19th. The sophomore season of the comic book adaptation will consist of 13 episodes, starring Dominic Cooper, Ruth Negga, Joseph Gilgun, Ian Coletti, and Graham McTavish. The show follows West Texas preacher Jesse Colster, his badass ex-girlfriend Tulip, and an Irish vampire named Cassidy as they embark on a road trip to find God and are thrust into a twisted battle spanning heaven, hell, and everywhere in between. Joining the cast for the new season are Noah Taylor, Pip Torrens, Julianne Emery, Malcolm Barrett, Justin Prentice, and Ronald Gutman. Series showrunner and executive producer Sam Catlin, and executive producer Seth Rogen, and graphic novelist and co-executive producer Garth Ennis are set to promote the series at a panel discussion at SXSW on Saturday. The Goonies and the Lord of the Rings icon Sean Astin is set to play Theodore Roosevelt, the police commissioner for New York City, in TNT's The Alienist. The adaptation of Caleb Carr's 19th century bestseller will star Daniel Bruhl as forensic psychologist Dr. Laszlo Chrysler, Luke Evans as newspaper illustrator John Moore, and Dakota Fanning as Sarah Howard, a secretary at police headquarters who together investigate a series of brutal murders in New York during the Gilded Age. Director Jacob Verbergen is currently filming the psychological thriller in Budapest. CBS says it's moving the late Bill Paxton's freshman cop drama Training Day from Thursday nights to Saturday evenings. Training Day will air in its new 9 p.m. time slot starting April 8th. The small screen follow-up to the 2001 Denzel Washington Ethan Hawke movie of the same name debuted in February. All 13 episodes of the show's first season reportedly were filmed before Paxton died on February 25th from a stroke following heart surgery. He was 61. Scarlett Johansson played first daughter Ivanka Trump on this weekend's edition of Saturday Night Live. Johansson appeared as Trump in a pre-tape parody of a commercial for a new perfume called Complicit. She stares. She's a woman who knows what she wants and knows what she's doing. Complicit, a voiceover can be heard as the businesswoman navigates her way through a glamorous party where everyone seems to be staring at her. The voice continues. She doesn't crave the spotlight, but we see her. As the voice continues, as Johansson Trump looks in the mirror to apply her lipstick, and her father, U.S. President Donald Trump, played by Alec Baldwin, can be seen doing the same thing back at her. The voice adds, a feminist, an advocate, a champion for women, but like how? She's loyal, devoted, but probably who has been bounced after the whole Access Hollywood bust thing. Oh well. Also, I bet when she watches Titanic, she thinks she's Rose. Sorry, girl, you're Billy Zane. Complicit, the fragrance for the women who could stop all this, but won't. In a related story, actor and comedian Louis C.K. will host an episode of Saturday Night Live next month. The sketch comedy show tweeted, Louis C.K. and At the Chainsmokers are here April 8th, #SNL. The former Louis and Horace and Pete star has taped 2 upcoming stand-up specials for Netflix and voiced a character for the upcoming animated series The Cops for TBS. He has previously appeared on SNL 3 times, most recently in 2015. NBC says Tyra Banks is taking over as host for the 12th season of America's Got Talent. The model and television personality is replacing Nick Cannon, who presided over the competition series from season 4 through 11 before announcing his departure last month. The show tweeted Sunday, America Strike a Pose, #AGT has a brand new host. Welcome to the fan at Tyra Banks. Banks confirmed, surprise. Thank you, TT is the new host of #AGT at NBC AGT. Can't wait to work with new fam at official Mel B, at Harry Mandel, at Heidi Klum, and at Simon Cowell. Veteran broadcast journalist Charlie Rose says he will be back to work on Monday after weeks of recovering from heart surgery. Rose tweeted, "Thank you for staying close. Looking forward to returning to at CBS This Morning this Monday, March 13th. The show confirmed. We're excited to announce at Charlie Rose will return to at CBS This Morning on Monday, March 13th. #Welcome back Charlie. Message on the CBS This Morning Facebook page said on February 10th, we're happy to report that Charlie Rose's surgery to replace his heart valve went very well. He's resting and says he's excited to be returning to work soon." Divorced celebrities Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon brought their 5-year-old twins to Saturday's Kids' Choice Awards show in Los Angeles. Carey and Monroe wore matching navy blue ensembles to the event, while Cannon and Moroccan were decked out in orange. The family smiled as they posed for photographers on their way into the ceremony, which present fan-voted prizes for music, movies, and television. Carey and Cannon married in 2008, but split up in 2014. Their divorce was finalized in 2016. Cannon announced last month that his ex-girlfriend Brittany Bell had given birth to their first child, a son they named Golden. In a related story, Ellen DeGeneres, Fifth Harmony, Kevin Hart, Chris Hemsworth, Jace Norman, and Zendaya were among the big winners at Saturday's Kids' Choice Awards ceremony in Los Angeles. WWE superstar John Cena hosted the Nickelodeon event at the USC's Galen Center, where Henry Danger was named favorite TV kids show, and its lead, Jace Norman, was deemed favorite male TV star. Zendaya from KC Undercover won for favorite female TV star. The favorite movie title was bestowed on Ghostbusters, while the favorite movie actor accolade went to cast member Chris Hemsworth, and the favorite movie actress award was presented to scene stealer Melissa McCarthy. Kevin Hart was scored the honors for favorite villain and most wanted pet in his voice performance as Snowball in The Secret Life of Pets. He also shared the Best Friends Forever honor with Dwayne Johnson for their movie Central Intelligence. Finding Dory was voted favorite animated movie, and its star Ellen DeGeneres picked up the trophy for favorite voice from an animated movie. Fifth Harmony won the award for favorite music group, and their hit Work From Home was selected as favorite song. Shawn Mendes won the favorite male singer prize, and Selena Gomez won the favorite female singer honor. The Nickelodeon said in a press release, this year's festivities kicked off with Henry Danger star Jace Norman transporting himself from the set of Henry Danger to the red carpet, where he ran into Kel Mitchell, Jojo Suya, and Blackish cast members Miles Brown and Maurice Martin before spotting Cena. Cena then made his way to the show stage through a maze of cheering kids, slime, and music. During the show, musical performers Machine Gun Kelly and Camila Cabello took the KCA stage to perform their platinum-selling #1 single, Bad Things, against the backdrop of a lighting and projection spectacle. International music sensation Little Mix performed a melody of their hit singles, Touch and Shout Out to My Ex, right before taking home the blimp for favorite global music star. Speaking of Camila Cabello, she has teamed up with Pitbull and J Balvin in a new music video for their Spanish-language Fate of the Fury single, Hey Ma. The clip released Friday features the trio partying through the colorful streets of Cuba, as footage from the film features Fate of the Fury star Vin Diesel and Michelle Rodriguez is shown. As E! News noted, the location connects Pitbull and Cabello, as the former Fifth Harmony singer was born in Cajamar, Cuba, while the rapper was born to Cuban parents. The English version of the song is set to debut on April 14th to coincide the release of The Fate of the Furious and its accompanying soundtrack. Pregnant recording artist Ciara took to Twitter to let fans know that she was okay after she was involved in a car crash in Los Angeles, on Friday. She tweeted thankful for God, grace, and amniotic fluid, alongside smiley face and a praying hands emoji. Ciara was driving a Mercedes SUV when she attempted to make a left turn, and a Volvo allegedly ran into her vehicle on the passenger side, E! News reported. Neither Ciara nor the driver of the other vehicle sustained serious injuries in the collision, E! News reported. The representative says Ciara and the baby are doing well. The driver was illegally in the bus lane and hit the right side of the car. Ciara is expecting her first child with her husband, pro football player Russell Wilson. The singer also has a 2-year-old son with her rapper ex-fiancé, Future. The Weeknd and Daft Punk explore a desert planet in the new music video for their single I Feel It Coming. The sci-fi themed clip, released Thursday, features a low-quality VHS-style look as The Weeknd sings and dances until sunlight brings to life a woman who is entombed in stone. Following an eclipse, the woman is once again turned to stone and is then destroyed following a strong wind. As The Weeknd reaches out to a black snake that emerges from the rubble, he too then turns into a statue that gets submerged in snow. Daft Punk then appear at the end as cloaked explorers who discovers the singer's neon remains. I Feel It Coming is the second single in collaboration between The Weeknd and Daft Punk as part of The Weeknd's third studio album, Starboy. The album's title track afforded Daft Punk their first U.S. #1 hit of their careers. Nicki Minaj fueled her longtime feud with Remy Ma on Thursday by responding to the rapper's diss track with new singles. The 34-year-old star released the songs No Frauds featuring Drake and Lil Wayne, Regret in Your Tears, and Change It featuring Lil Wayne after Remy Ma slammed her in the single Shelter in February. Minaj wrote in a lengthy Instagram post, #fraud diss records can't be lies. Great diss records are facts, but here at Young Money, we don't discuss diss records. We drop hit records and diss on you. She also added the greats took 3 months to respond to diss records. Queens don't move on pleasant time. Queens shut down Paris, then dropped hit on #Queen Time. The rapper says jealousy gets you nowhere. Now I got a countdown of my own for Shenanigans. You got 72 hours to drop a hit, and I'll give you $500,000 if you can book any show. Or interview without mentioning the Queen's name. Remy Ma, whose feud with Minaj started when the singer seemingly dissed her in the 2007 song Dirty Money, has accused Minaj of plastic surgery and infidelity in theater. She told Another Round this week, however, that she's not particularly proud of the single. The rapper said, I do not condone or recommend the tearing down of another female. That's not what I do. Anybody that knows me, that I embrace females. I always wanted to do something girl-oriented. I think we always so much bit better when we work together and when we help each other. Jeff Bridges, turned out to honor John Goodman as his co-star from The Big Lebowski, was presented with the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Bridges, who played slacker Jeffrey the Dude Lebowski in the Coen Brothers' quirky classic comedy, which will celebrate its 20th anniversary next year. Goodman played Lebowski's bowling teammate Walter Schulchak in the movie. Goodman has also appeared in the Coen films Raising Arizona, Barton Fink, Old Brother We're Out There, and Inside Llewyn Davis. Best known for his role on television, Roseanne, Goodman also lent his voice to the character Sully in Monsters, Inc. and Monsters Universe. He can now be seen in Kong, Skull Island. His co-stars from that movie, Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson, also showed up to cheer him on at his star dedication ceremony. The creature featured Kong Skull Island is the #1 movie in North America, earning $61 million in receipt this weekend. BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in at #2 is Logan with $37.9 million, followed by Get Out at #3 with $21.1 million, The Shack at #4 with $10.1 million, and the Lego Batman movie at #5 with $7.8 million. Rounding up the top tier are Before I Fall at #6 with $3.1 million, Hidden Figures at #7 with $2.8 million, John Wick Chapter 2 at #8 with $2.7 million, La La Land at #9 with $1.8 million, and Fifth Shades Darker at #10 with $1.6 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1965, Eric Clapton leaves the Yardbirds. In and of itself, one man leaving one band in the middle of the 1960s might warrant little more than a historical footnote. But what makes the departure of Eric Clapton from the Yardbirds on this date in 1964 more significant is the long and complicated game of musical chairs it set off within the world of British blues rock. When Clapton walked out of the Yardbirds, he did more than just change the course of his own career. He also set in motion a chain of events that would see not just one, but two more guitar giants pass through the Yardbirds on their way towards significant futures of their own. And through the various groups they would later form, influence, join, and quit, these three guitar heroes, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Jimmy Page, would shape more than a decade's worth of rock and roll. Clapton was only 18 when he joined the Yardbirds in 1963, just after the group took over for the up-and-coming Rolling Stones at the house band at London's Crawdaddy Club. Like many English musicians of his generation, Clapton was primarily interested in American blues, and he was enough of a purist about it to quit. The Yardbirds, when they drifted from the blues towards experimental pop with their 1965 hit For Your Love, Clapton recommended as his replacement his friend Jimmy Page, then an enormously successful session musician. But Page declined. That led to the Yardbirds hiring Jeff Beck, who would serve as the group's lead guitarist during its most successful and influential period. In 1966, when another of the Yardbirds' original members quit, Jimmy Page finally teamed up again and agreed to join the group. Now, joining the group, teaming with Beck in a twin guitar attack for a brief period before Beck was fired later that same year. Page would be the final lead guitarist for the Yardbirds, who essentially would lead to the disbandment of the Yardbirds in 1968. To follow the movements of Clapton, Beck, and Page, subsequent to their departures from the Yardbirds, is a trace of convoluted path through the history of the 1960s and 70s British rock. Clapton went on to join John Mayall and the Blues Breakers and then formed Cream, the super anti-super group, and before passing through Derek and the Dominoes and Blind Faith to form the Jeff, and then going solos. Jeff Beck went on to form the Jeff Beck Group, for which he hired two relatively unknowns who would go on to much bigger things. A bassist named Ronnie Wood and a vocalist named Rod Stewart. And Jimmy Page would go on to form arguably one of the most important hard rock groups in history, Led Zeppelin, which began with when Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, and John Bonham joined Page in the final incarnations of the band. And the Yardbirds disbanded in 1968. And that is your entertainment report for Monday, March 13th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.